few minutes. Ahead of that, don't look now, but the Mexican stock market is hot, hot, hot. The country's IPC index, the equivalent of our Dow, surging nearly 10% since Monday. Over the weekend, you might have heard, conservative Vicente Fox was elected Mexico's new president. It is the first major power change in better than 7 decades. So is this the right time to invest south of the border? Let's ask Jim Jones, the former U.S. ambassador to Mexico. He joins us from Washington to help sort all of things out. All right, Mr. Jones, good to have you.
Neil, good to talk to you again.
What do you make of this?
Well, I think it's a natural progression of reforms that started a decade ago. First were the economic reforms, and then the political reforms really started 6 years ago. If you imagine, 6 years ago, Mexico was a one-party authoritarian state, and now it's a true competitive democracy. And the next challenge will be the legal and judicial reforms, and then I think in a matter of a few years, we're looking at Mexico as a fully respected first world country.
If you're looking to invest in this region, I know you're an ambassador and a former congressman of great esteem, so you're not going to mucky yourself with the investment side of this. But now a lot of folks are saying that we're finally getting a sense of an anti-corrupt type of a mission here. Will it succeed, and will that be just what investors have ordered?
Well, I think the fact that Mexico showed that it was truly a democracy was a very important point in going after the structural corruption that might have existed in the past. The reason I say that official corruption is once you have a viable 2- or 3-party competitive political system, the party in power doesn't want to be caught at corruption and thus be punished and prosecuted by the potential follow-on government of another party later. So I think that's going to have a very salutary effect. But beyond that, we've seen a great deal of improvement in Mexico. President Zedillo has run the most honest government in Mexican history. I know when I was ambassador there, if any time an American company had been approached with some sort of an improper or unethical business proposition, and I would take it to the government of Mexico, President Zedillo's government, and they always corrected the situation, fired the people, prosecuted, and so they've been trying to clean it up, and I think they'll do even more now that you have this very competitive political system.
Not everyone believes that, Ambassador. They have doubts about a sort of a renegade guy coming in when he still has to deal with the powerful PRI that is still dominant in localities and regions throughout the country, very akin to the type of split government we have in this country, where Congress is under one party's control and the White House under another. That will be tough to get stuff done.
Well, I think it's going to be difficult to get things done, but Vicente Fox has already said, and he's already taken actions toward having a coalition government, a coalition cabinet. Oh, yes, absolutely. First of all, the opposition parties have never held national office, and so they don't have the same kind of bench strength within their own political parties to put a government in place. And so by necessity, Governor Fox will have to reach out to other parties to get the best and brightest they have to offer, and I think he will have a true coalition government, taking good people from all the major political parties and from business itself.
At these levels, would you start investing in Mexico if you were just an investing betting man?
Absolutely. I have a great deal of confidence in Mexico. As a matter of fact, I should do a disclaimer right now that I'm a chairman of an advisory committee of a private investment fund that is exclusively investing in Mexico, and we have a great deal of confidence in Mexico's future.
Ambassador, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The former U.S. ambassador to Mexico, Jim Jones, out of Washington. All right, when we come back, a man who just might be in the driver's seat with all his telecom mergers and then failed mergers, the head of Quest Communications, Joe Nacho, after this.